This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Monday, the 28th of July. I'm James Spann. Yesterday was the hottest day so far this year for the state. Birmingham hitting 97, but heat relief is on the way. Now let's go in there and take a look at the big picture. Nice trough over the east. That'll be pushing down cooler and drier air tonight. It's going to be very nice through midweek with record lows possible here by Wednesday morning. The trough produced some severe weather yesterday north of the state, mostly hail reports. Had a couple of tornado reports in Tennessee, one up in West Virginia, just 6 tornado reports in all. Here's a peek at the radar early this morning. That was at 5:01. And if you look very carefully, we had a few showers over Pickens, Tuscaloosa, Jefferson, and Shelby counties. Not many, and those are moving south. And unfortunately, for those that need the rain, you're not going to get much today. That's about it. And by the time you watch this, those showers will be down to the south, and it's going to be dry for at least 3 days and possibly longer. Yeah, starting to cool down nicely up north, seeing some 40s and 50s around the Great Lakes, and we're going to see some nice cool mornings tomorrow and especially Wednesday. Down to the south, we still have heat advisories today for extreme southeast Alabama down around Dothan. Also down toward places like Marianna, Florida, Valdosta, Georgia, and Charleston, South Carolina. But that's about it. Things pretty quiet out west. Some flash flood watches with the summer monsoon out there. Parts of Nevada, Utah, and Colorado. Hey, look at there. Severe weather possible today ahead of the cold front over South Alabama. You don't see that kind of risk very often in late July. That would be basically areas in the state south of U.S. Highway 80. And the main risk would be from strong gusty winds down there, and that would be this afternoon. Here's the overall rain for the next 5 days, and this is not very encouraging for those of you that need it. This is suggesting rain amounts of only, barely enough to measure to maybe 1/10 of an inch over the northern half of the state. This is valid through Saturday morning. The chances for scattered storms will increase, though, this weekend and to next week. Tropical weather actually has something to show you this morning. A little tropical wave in the Atlantic that's southwest of the Cape Verde Islands. Some chance this might try and get its act together. It's a low-latitude system. We'll see how it does with the dry air out there. This is a look at modeling. The models that pick it up, basically the BAM set, they want to move it up toward the Leeward Islands in about 5 days. And all of the intensity models ramp it up to a tropical storm. And we'll see if that indeed will be the case. It's a long way out there. One way or the other, I doubt if this will be a Gulf of Mexico threat, if it makes it. And I'll show you the long-range GFS here shortly. In fact, here's the GFS valid today at 1 o'clock. This is the OZ run at 500 millibars. There's that nice East Coast trough. A breath of fresh air. Look at the northerly flow, and look at the lower thickness values coming down into North Alabama. Still, the high today will be 87 to 90. It'll be pretty toasty, but the dew points are coming down, and get a good north breeze, maybe 10, 15, 20 miles an hour this afternoon. It's going to be a very fresh breeze, making it feel more comfortable. And the dew points will drop down to about 60 by mid-afternoon here. This is the high-res HRRR, and you can see at 2 o'clock today, showers and storms will be over the southern half of the state. And those could be strong to severe. We'll keep an eye on those for our friends down there. Tomorrow, everybody in dry air. Highs 82 to 85. Low dew points. Dew points dropping down in the low 50s. Come on now. That's going to feel like a fall day. We'll start the day in the mid-60s, and Wednesday morning it's going to be very refreshing. A nice preview of fall. The day Wednesday will be dry, and again, low humidity, lots of sun, highs mid-80s. These are lows Wednesday morning coming off the high-res NAM, and it's suggesting you see a lot of 50s up there over North Alabama. Anniston, Gadsden, Cullman, all in the 50s. Birmingham, low 60s. We're figuring average low would be about 60. And if we hit that in Birmingham, that'll be a new record for July 30th. Thursday, we stay dry. The dew points probably start to creep back up. Highs stay in the 80s. In fact, it might be a while before we see 90 again, which is amazing in that this is typically the hottest time of the summer. Friday, the moisture comes back. We might mention just the chance of a shower during the day, probably nothing widespread. And this is Saturday. You see the idea. There's still good broad troughing going on here over the east with the ridge out west. That'll keep temperatures below average. There's the surface chart, and this is suggesting a chance of scattered showers and storms on Saturday. Not to say it's going to rain all day long, but certainly could rain at times. And pretty much the same deal on Sunday. So for the weekend, occasionally cloudy with a chance of scattered showers and storms both days. And I would suggest highs would be in the middle 80s, which is way below average for early August. I mean, it's typically hot as a firecracker, kind of like yesterday. And then this is Monday. Drier air tries to push into extreme North Alabama, but much of the state's still in muggy air. That's a week from today. And we note what could be a tropical storm, maybe a hurricane. East of the Bahamas, you can see the GFS wants to make this a recurving system, not a Gulf system. Now, we'll go out there 3 more days. This is August 7th. This is Thursday of next week, and that thing is well off the Carolina coast. And, of course, this is in the land of voodoo. I caution you. There's not a whole lot of skill in trying to identify what happens with this thing, but if the GFS happens to be correct, it will recurve off the east coast of the United States, not touching land. We'll check the end of the forecast, August 12th. These are anomalies at 500 millibars, and an upper low is out there near San Francisco. Heights about where they should be around here, and that's suggesting a moist air mass with a chance of scattered showers and storms, and again, no sign of any really excessively hot weather like yesterday. In fact, for the next 15 days, the ensemble here showing highs only in the 80s. And again, that's pretty remarkable for the first half of August, but hey, we'll take that. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.